Hello and welcome along. It is rather late here on Meadow Grove, but we need to get rid of some weeds. So the weeds are going to grow up overnight. We actually have herbicide rather than a weeder. We don't have a weeder on the farm. So what we're doing is we're heading here into field 2. We're going to start on. I'm going to try and set this up. Now, I don't think... No, we don't have GPS on this. So, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get the herbicide here done. We can't easily see it, and I'm tempted to leave it until the next game day to sort these. But to be perfectly honest, this will cover it in about 2 or 3 strokes anyway. So we should be able to get this done. I'm actually going to turn the lights on because the light is fading. It is 20 past 7 in the evening here on the map. And away we go. Now, I'm wondering if I can see them, but not easily. So we're going to have to roughly guess this as we do it. An evening spray this is. But yeah, we aren't destroying any crops, so that is all good. Seems to be a little bit of an issue with Farm Sim ever since the 1.4 patch came out. I've been getting a little bit of an issue insofar as getting some frame rate drops. Not sure what's causing it. Not seen anything in the log files. I have been investigating the log files a little bit to see if I can work out what it is. But yeah, so we're getting a couple of freezers. Turn that off. That's a little bit further down the field than I meant to be. There we go. That's got it. Herbicide's not going down too fast, and we do seem to have a fairly definitive line as to where. Well, you can see where it's fuller over this side here, and it's sort of clearing out, so there's less green behind us than there is in front, which you'd expect because we're spraying off the weeds, and so that kind of makes it a bit easier, but it's still, even in this light, it's a bit hard to see. But I can just about see it. I don't know how easily this will come through for you guys on the video, but it's I'm certainly able to see well enough where I sprayed and where I'm going. So turn this here, turn it off because that's heading into the hedge. There we go. Yeah, so we're down to 60%. We started off with about 70 to 80% full, I think. So it's not too concerning. Okay, get right into the corner. And yeah, you can see it. Go in here. I wonder if we can see it in here. Yeah, it's, you can see that there's a lot more green here than there is over that side there. So we can actually do a little bit in cab if we're able to make that distinction. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, we've still got a massive overlap which we don't need. There we go. So light, yeah, the light is fading fairly swiftly at this point. But this is, we get this done now, we're guaranteed that we're not going to run into any issues on the next day. We've got a whole load, of course, of work to do. Oh wow, really getting hit by these frame rate drops. A whole load of work to do with getting our silage done, so that will come probably next episode. I think that's where we'll be doing that. I'm trying to alternate things a little bit, keep things a little bit fresh and a little bit different. And this is why we left. This is why we used the Axion last time, and so that we could keep the thin wheels on this tractor and use it for this job. Now, there we go. Yeah, definitely getting I don't know what's causing those, which is interesting. I'm going to leave this in and up, and so you guys can see. But yeah, I've had that a little bit with 1.4 ever since. I've noticed it when I was doing live streams. But yeah, moving around too much. It's not a frame rate drop issue that I previously had on this map. Right, so fold that in. Go and do the headlands on the next field. Yeah, we need to close these gates. Go around the field this way. Still got that pile of lime on the side of the field there. That's going to be there a while, I think. There we go. We could get it bagged up. I might see if we can do that. Basically, we put it into the lime spreader and then unload the lime spreader. And that would clear it up. So we'll take ourselves out to the edge here. Line it up. Yeah, having GPS on this tractor for this job would be really useful. And we do have the ability to put GPS on. We just don't have the money because, of course, it is $15,000 to do it. And while we have these 2 fields of soybeans that we're working on at the moment, it's going to be a little while before we can afford to put that on. And we do need to spray these 2 fields still, so we need to put some more fertilizer on here. So there's that job to do, hopefully before it gets too big. And that will then make sure that we are that we get the maximum we can off here. I really, really want this to do well, because if this does well, this could give us enough money to buy our next field. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's all a little bit rushed around. But I think basically the way the next 3 episodes are going to go is we'll get the silage done next time. Hopefully get that all picked up. Get that back and get that all covered. But we want to sort of sort out our silage pit and get that covered. That should give us enough off those fields. Then after that, we need to spray this field, and then hopefully we're going to be able to get our cows fed. And after that, we will do our soybean harvest. Go to the corner and back out. It's so much easier when you have something controlling where you're going. But we're doing okay. We are clearing out these weeds rather nicely. A job well done, I think. And the herbicide is going all the way. We haven't had to buy any herbicide, which is fantastic. We had a tank of it sitting in the shed. Now, can we see this up here? We should be able to see the difference. I can see the difference on the top of the hill. Can I see the difference here? Not easily, actually. I thought that would be there'd be a much more definitive line there. But yeah, we'll head up here, turn the corner, and try and keep that. We've got a much more definitive line here, though. Going down that side, so we can keep this much straighter, which is always a good thing. Like so. That's better. It's a nice, really amazing sunset here on Meadow Grove today, and always good to get these last-minute jobs done, so that we know that we're going to enter the next day in the best condition we can. There we go. I can see the dead weeds and I can see the live ones. I think we have actually a really big overlap there. Not that it matters too much. We need more light. It is getting darker now. There we go. But it's about here-ish, I think. there we are. So this is going to up our yield. This is going to be really good for us. Oh, make it round. Yeah, there we go. And again, I can see it here. The light is fading fast. Even though we got it set on one time to make sure that we can get this in as sort of our last job of the day on here. And in fact, this is going to be the full width. And we are only 10 minutes into this. That's incredible. So we could go and do another job, and I think we are. I think we'll go and do another job. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short video. So that's done and dusted. Fantastic. Let's have a look then while this is folding up. How everything is. So you can see we've got a good depth of weeds around the map. We could just pop up here and clean that up and just have a quick run around field 2 as well, I think would be a good idea. So let's get this unfolded, check where we are. Yep, right where I want to be. Actually, there's a row of them over here we can grab as well. While we've got the herbicide in, we might as well do this. There we go. Right, and on and forwards. Now we'll just kill off the row we've got down here. And with that done, we've got a row over here, I believe. Yep, straight down the middle here. And we'll go up the side here. And get the rest of them that we missed. You can see it's a little bit of a fuller section up the middle here. Yeah, that's getting it. And then it's really just the headlands on the other field. Fold this in, and now the headland bits are really coming into the bottom of 2 here and going up the sides there, heading towards the other entrance. And there does seem to be a big wide bit in the middle of the field. So this, what we can do is we can pop in here and line ourselves up internally. Do some in-cab spraying, which is always fun and always slightly difficult. Right, there we go. So turn it on. Goes right up to the edge. And that is going to clear this out. There was a mod for FS17 that allowed you to control the actual nozzles and which sections, and I think actually no, it didn't allow you to control it. It just didn't spray anywhere that you had already sprayed, which was a fantastic mod. I never fully got it to work, unfortunately, but because you had to do a whole load of configuration to get the mod to fully work. Yeah, it looked like such a cool mod, and something I kind of wish FarmSim did, because you would control the nozzles, and you would get it to only do those bits you absolutely wanted it to. Right into the corner. Let's lift that up and turn that off. And we'll head up here. Now, I don't know how much of the middle bit we caught just then, so we're gonna have to check this out in a minute. But that actually is covering things quite nicely. I think what we will do after this is we're gonna go back to our cows and we're gonna have a look and see how they are doing. I think that must have got our weeds though. Yeah, that's a really good covering. Turn those off and just go and get this section in the middle as well. It should be around about here, I think. Oh, a little bit further over. There we go. That should be getting, yep, right down the middle of it. Perfect. So this will sort us all out, get rid of all of our weeds. Like so. Fold this up and we'll take this back to the yard. And then we'll go and check on our cows, because our cows could probably need a bit of mucking out, or there's always something the cows need. Let's have a look. Yeah, the cows are pretty good actually in general. But that doesn't mean that we can't go and keep on top of them. There we go. Get this back into our shed. Park this in here. Getting to use this shed a little bit better, I think, now that we've got the combine out of here. As you can see, our class axiom was ready there. Right, so what does need doing? So our cows are actually pretty clean. They could do with a couple of bales of silage, I think will be good for us to finish things off here. Drop our shredder off the front. There we go. Get ourselves some lights on, because it is really quite dark. And we'll take a couple of bales of hay here. There we go. And then into here. So the first one should just disappear. Yeah, like so. And put the second down. And that should keep our cows going for a while. Wow! We could put 2 more in. Let's get these cows as fed as possible. Wondering how we're doing for milk again, actually. I have a feeling it was during this game day that we sold the last batch of milk. There we are. Giving that 3/4 of angle, because it just makes things easier. We need to close this gate as well, otherwise we're going to have escapee cows. There we go. How's that? Yeah, that really... This would take 100,000 litres of hay, I think. And we have... I mean, that would keep our cows going for a very long time. Slightly worried about the straw bales at the back there. Those are looking very, very wonky. I don't think that's going to take a lot to make those go. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're going to come back into here at some point and just see that a mass of bales on the ground, unfortunately. And there's no way I can get to those at the back to restack them. Right, there we go. There's one in, and there's the second. How's that doing? So that is 80,000. So those would take another 20,000. That would be another 5 bales. Wow. Yeah, another 5 bales would be a stack and a bit. But we're going to leave it there. They've got plenty of food. They don't need cleaning out or anything. Just park that up there. Turn off all of our lights. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it for this video. So a bit of a short one. But we kind of needed to get the end of the day jobs done. And then we are gonna be back on here in a bit, and yeah, we will look at getting the silage done, getting some proper feed done, and we still have a bit more fertilising to do. Until then, though, all that remains is for me to say a thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.